I always wanted to be a scientist. I always wanted to be a biologist. Don't know why my parents are not scientists. Um, but I wanted to be a marine biologist. I tried to get certified in scuba diving and so I can, start my career as a marine biologist. But then I have a problem in my ear, so I cannot take out the pressure out of my ear. So I thought that if I cannot experience firsthand the system that I work on, I was going to get frustrated in the future. So I took this mycology class and we went to the forest, very close to the Amazon. And so I realized that the diversity of fungi on the forest floor is really very similar to a coral reef. And so I decided that that was my code. And then the rest is history. I am the pathologist for tropical ornamentals and tropical fruit crops. So I am in charge of solving any plant health issues with these two main crops. So anything that falls into those two categories, I'm the pathologist that helps producers deal with the problems. And so the clinic is an extension service where we provide diagnostic services and recommendations. So not only we diagnose what's the problem, but we also follow up and provide recommendations on how to solve that problem. And we receive around 1,300 samples a year. Most of them are ornamentals in containers. So as you probably know, Southern Florida is very known for their ornamental production. And just in the Miami-Dade County, we have around 1,600 nurseries. So people up north, they buy plants for their offices. Usually they are foliage, tropical, and those plants are produced here in Homestead or in the in other counties in the south of Florida. And so there's a lot of problems with diseases, mainly fungal diseases. And so we help mainly commercial producers of ornamentals. We do have a lot of demand, and unfortunately we have not much capacity in terms of providing services that will allow the industry to be proactive. So now we are kind of like a reactive service. So people come with their sick plants. People come when they have already a plant that is showing some issues. And so we tell them what was the problem. We give them recommendations on which pesticides to use and which cultural practices to implement, right? But that's a reactive. But what I would like to do is have a more proactive approach. So for instance, a landscaper is going to install a bed of plants in the landscape for somebody's property. Wouldn't it be great that they test the soil before to know if they are soil-borne pathogens before putting the plants on the ground? That would be ideal, right? But we just don't have those services. So I have a large avocado program. Most of my research is in laurel wilt, and this is a vascular disease caused by a fungus called Harringtonia lauricola. It's spread through beetle infestations and through root grafts. And so it's a very important disease. It has hit the avocado, Florida avocado industry, and it's a threat to the industry worldwide. So we're looking into different management strategies, which includes early detection. So that's where the clinic plays a role into that project. So we design new protocols and come up with new strategies on how to detect the pathogen early on and how to monitor and build surveillance programs to monitor the pathogen. So that will be also useful for areas where the pathogen is not present yet. So let's say California, Mexico, Central America, you name it. Any other avocado producing region can use these protocols to detect the pathogen early on. And so either eradicate the problem or have a better handle of of that problem. As faculty members, as UF staff members, we are not in the field 24/7. But these people, either producers or landscapers or pest control companies, these are the people that are in the field all the time because that's where their work is. And so having hub or center here in South Florida that not only provides services for them to access to diagnostic services and information, but also provides training to them so they can serve as vigilance, right, of these invasive and pest diseases will be great. I think it's a good investment and it will pay off definitely.